and it's just been a blast literally to use, that's for sure. So yeah, 0.9 of an inch. So this is the ammunition that I'm using here, guys, okay? Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Big Horn Armory Model 90A lever action rifle in 4.54 Casull. Now guys, this is probably one of the first reviews on this rifle, certainly in Australia to my knowledge. They really are a custom lever action firearm that's made in Wyoming, USA. So I'm very proud to obviously get to shoot this, but also naturally bring the review to you guys. So first of all, let me show you what it comes with. We've got a couple of different things here. We've got a Big Horn Armory sticker. We've got a pretty straightforward manual. The Model 90 is in 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum, so same manual there obviously. And we've got a couple of Allen keys here for the Skinner peep sights, and the other extra that I've got here is a red dot plate for the SIG red dot. Okay, you can get them for various different red dots like Leupold and Trijicon, for example. So you know, if you want to do put a red dot on top, you can do that. So go ahead and show you all clear here, and we'll give you a run by of this beautiful rifle. Now, as I said, this one's in 4.54 Casull. So if anyone hasn't heard of that calibre or you don't know much about it, commonly a pistol calibre, but a very heavy pistol calibre. How heavy? You're looking at twice the energy of the 44 Magnum when you compare this in a 240 grain pill to a 44 Magnum with a 240 grain pill. So, you know, there's some serious energy going down range with the 4.54 Casull. The other good thing about 4.54 Casull is you can use 45 long Colt, you know, through them typically when you're using them in like revolvers and so forth. So I do actually have a pack of 45 long Colt that I've picked up just to see if it'll cycle through this rifle in this review. Now we'll start off with the barrel here. It's 18 inches or 45.7 centimeters. You can actually get them in a 16 inch or 22 inch optional barrel length. Now we've got the 6-round tubular magazine, you know, running underneath there. Coming back to the receiver, they've actually made the receiver from 17-4 stainless steel, or 630 stainless steel as it's commonly known by here in Australia. Very high quality, tough stainless steel. We've got the peep side or the aperture side at the rear there, and we've just got the blade front sight. The walnut stock is standard there. We've got a satin finish to it, and honestly guys, like, it's just absolutely a beautiful finish to this, and you wouldn't expect anything less from, you know, a high quality firearm. At the rear here we've got a 1-inch kick pad, so that's probably going to come in nice and handy using this caliber. We've got the sling attachment at the rear, and also we've got one built in at the front there. Got the loading port to the side. The trigger is obviously a single stage trigger. It breaks fairly heavy, about 6 pounds, but a fairly crisp trigger nonetheless. Now the overall weight of this rifle is 8 pounds 6 ounces or 3.8 kilos, okay, but actually up to the shoulder it feels fine. I've got no problem with just swinging around, manipulating it quite easily from what I've done out, you know, just bringing it out of the box. Overall length of it is 37 inches or 94 centimeters, so it's a really nice short rifle. You know, great for getting around in the scrub, and you know, it'd be great out of the ute and things like that. So made in Wyoming, USA. I'll show you now too the actual box that it comes in, or the gun case. So it's really nicely presented. You don't have to go and buy yourself a gun bag for it. You can just use this padded case. So here in Australia, they're imported by Calibre Firearms. This one here, roughly $4,450 at the time of doing this review. So, you know, if you're interested in one of these, then Calibres are the importer for them. All right, guys, so look, let's get out on the farm now. I'm really keen to show you the power from this caliber, and also the quality of this rifle in general. Okay, so just to start with, guys, I've got 7 rounds, believe it or not. It loaded 7 in the tube there, not 6 as per the manual, so I'm not complaining there. So I've got 7 rounds in it, and I just want to have a couple of shots there. We'll heat up the barrel and just get a feel for the rifle in general. Okay, let's try that again. That's not a good start. That's better. Now we're getting some jams here. We've got yeah, one of the rounds has come out pretty much on top of the other one and turned it on its side. So we'll have to clear that jam and try again. So this is the ammunition that I'm using here, guys, okay? Just so you know the type of ammo I'm using. So I've cleared the jam. Let's see how we go now. Okay. There we go. We've got a completely different jam. Yeah, okay. So guys, look, I'm going to finish up the review there at this stage. This is unusable, this rifle, and yeah, the ammunition is quite expensive, so I'm not going to waste any more ammunition. As for my thoughts at this stage, terribly disappointed. The fact that I can't even cycle a you know, magazine worth of ammunition on such a premium, expensive firearm. If we have an update on it, guys, I'll be certainly you know, sure to let you know. So at this stage, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. But yeah, really disappointed, because I was really looking forward to bringing this review to you guys. Okay guys, fast forward a few weeks now from the last clip that you just saw, and there's been a few updates here that I'll talk about with this rifle before I shoot it. Now obviously I couldn't get it to function through a magazine without multiple jams. A friend of mine who owns the rifle has obviously been pretty disappointed in that, has contacted Big Horn Armory, and much to his surprise they express posted out a different lifter. The long story short was the lifter that was in the rifle was mistakenly for the 460 Smith & Wesson, which they've got a different one there for 454 Casull. So that was the problem allegedly. So they did that, and then they also paid for a licensed armourer to do the install on this. So my friend's pretty stoked about the customer service there. But look, that's not my main concern. My main concern is, hey, does it work? How does it shoot? And let's bring the review to you. So I've got 7 in the tubular mag here, 1 up the spout. I have not fired this since being given it back. So let's just warm up the barrel a bit and jump straight into the review. Okay, so obviously a lot better. So I'm really happy with that. All right, so let's jump into it now, guys. I want to shoot this off the bench with a couple of different types of ammunition, and let's just see what sort of accuracy I can get just with the open sights. All right, guys, let's run you through the ammo I'm going to use. So we'll start off with the 45 Long Colt from PMC. Now this is 250 grain lead flat points. Then we've got the Winchester ammo, which is a 250 grain jacketed hollow point. And then we've got some Magtech ammo, and it's SJSP, special jacket soft point, I'm imagining. Sorry, 260 grain this stuff is. So 260 grain there. So we've got a bit of a variety. I want to see if obviously the 45 Long Colt cycles and how it shoots, and obviously the other ammunition that I was able to get a hold of. So we've got a target up at 50 yards there. So obviously just shooting, you know, through the open sights. I'm just going to put 3 rounds through each just to see what sort of group there I can get, if there's a bit of consistency, because obviously there's going to be a little bit of error there with just with the open sights and my shooting. So we'll just see how we go off the bench. Okay, so the first group with the PMC, we've got one shot there, another there. I'm just not sure where it's hit round there. So we're going to have about probably, a couple of inches, 2.6 inches roughly. I'll just have to have a look at the footage on that one. Then when we come over to the Winchester, a lot better there. We've come in at 0.9 of an inch. And then up to the Magtech, about an inch I'd say around there. 1.3 inches. So keep in mind too, guys, like I say, that's open sights, so there's going to be a little bit of error. I mean, I'd love to probably get a red dot on it. I think that accuracy could come in even better. But so far, so good. Okay, so loading, guys, is pretty straightforward. It's quite smooth there. It's just got that little bit of a click once you get it far enough through the loading port into the tubular magazine. And now that I've got the rifle back, there's been absolutely no problems with feeding or ejection. It's worked perfectly. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Big Horn Armory 454 Casull. Obviously, if you ask me my thoughts on the rifle when I first tested it, you know, I was disappointed naturally. However, now I've had zero problems with it, and it's just been a blast, literally, to use, that's for sure. So, a lot of fun, you know, and there's a lot of knockdown in that caliber just in general. I have to say the rifle is very well balanced, you know, for a rifle that you know, is really almost at 4 kilos, you don't really notice it. Like, it comes up the shoulder and it's just balanced very, very nicely. I found that I had no issues shooting it off the shoulder there and remaining with enough accuracy from the shoulder to be able to take the shots and obviously, you know, hit with a lot of authority. So yeah, very nice. Now, the only thing that I did notice, and that was using the 45 long Colt, is when you cycle the action, you've really got to make sure you go all the way back just to get that shorter case up and for it to feed there. Sometimes it had missed it, and obviously it's not the firearm's fault, that's mine for not cycling it all the way back. You've just got to be aware of that if you were going to use them in it. But personally, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd just stick to 454 Casull. One thing I'd love to get on this is I'd love to put a red dot on it and really see how I shoot with it. Then I think I'd do a lot better, because I generally do when I've got a red dot. I'd love to see if I can bring that accuracy in a little bit more, but let's be honest, like, this isn't a bench gun. It's a firearm for getting out there, you know, chasing pigs, you know, even scrub ball. I'd have the confidence in walking up on scrub ball with this, definitely. So yeah, overall, really nice. I like the quality, the feel of it, the finish of it. My only disappointment, as I said, was, you know, initially, if you were paying that money, you will be disappointed that a mistake was made, but can you fault the rectification there? I mean, I can't. If a company's going to send something out express from the US and make sure everything's right and pay for a licensed armourer to fix everything up, make sure you're happy with everything, you know, you can't ask for much more than that, other than you wish the initial mistake wasn't made. But hey, that's life, isn't it? All right, guys, we'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed watching the review. So till next time, we'll catch you then.